Hello YouTube, this is Ezekiel doing part 9 of this combat mission Battle for Normandy monster battle 12,000 pointer between Dutch Grenadier as the Germans and Stratzwitz as the Americans. It's been a few months since I did the last recording for this, quite a few turns have passed, and received the news just recently that the game has now officially ended, so it's a race to the finish line. Basically where we left off, the Americans were really pounding this area with artillery for a long period of time. Germans were very severely weakened. Meanwhile, the American flanking force was making good progress coming towards them, and the Germans for their part had fallen back to this final objective, which was really for the most of the battle ignored by both sides. So it looks like they're going to set up a bit of a town defence here. So, yeah, without further ado, push play. So, straight off the bat, we've got some artillery. There goes the building. Yeah, it looks like there goes a few tanks. We've got some armour fighting at the back there on the flank. Have to look at that separately afterwards, but don't think there's much left here. Yeah, only really one real squad and a HMG. Oh, that's actually knocked out. So yeah, really next to nothing left. And I hear an aeroplane, an aircraft. Alright, let's back up. Okay, we'll back up and just see what's going on over here. So you know last time that Panzer IV was hit, or at least was scared by the, I think it's an M10 up there, no, just a Sherman. Takes a hit. Loses the commander. Gets a partial penetration. Be interested to see if that does any serious damage to the Sherman. That second shot takes it out. We have an aircraft overhead, and we know they went after here, so it's already destroyed Sherman. It's not smoking, so the aircraft doesn't really know its status. It just thinks it's sitting there. But we'll see if it takes out any of the crew. Any second. Ooh. Okay, so just wounded one crewman. Let's just back that up. See that? For those with headphones, you may want to tone down the volume. Okay, we saw that commander got pinged, but yeah, he stood up for a very long time. Yeah, what's going on? Very, very brave. Anyway, so Dutch Grenadiers now down to 2 Panzer IVs, and that's about it for armour. It's going to be an infantry defensive fight. We'll switch to Stratzwitz now and the Americans. We'll see what type of damage was done over there. See you soon. Okay, we're back with Stratzwitz, and his turn is the Americans. Bringing up some more half-tracks here by the looks of it. A little bit of movement behind the scenes here. Oh, that's interesting. We've got a bit of a scouting team. Broken away from the squad. Oh no, not that squad anyway. Okay, so that basically now that that little recon team's managed to cross this entire open field without even raising a sweat, not even a single incoming bullet, I think that's going to hopefully inform Stratzwitz enough about what's ahead, and there's real problems there. Sorry, I mean like problems for Dutch Grenadier. It's yeah, no incoming fire. It should be enough intel for him to say, yep, I'm ready to make a final push. We will go back and look at this viewpoint from the Sherman, seeing what damage it took. Okay, we'll get down nice and low for this one, I think. Tying off the Panzer IV. It's the first penetrating hit. Okay, so that does a partial penetration. Let me just... No damage. So there's their partial penetration, but you see here, no damage at all. Just shakes up the crew a little bit. Gets a shot off and then pulls back. So that worked out perfectly for Stratswitz. Only scuffed the paintwork. And this flanking force here is continuing to probe ahead. Granted, we're watching this battle with 20/20 vision, but Stratswitz must be full of confidence right about now, you'd imagine. And there's the aircraft. So another semi-eventful turn. I think we'll see a push. I don't know. I've been wrong before, haven't I? But I'm still thinking there has to be a push really, really soon to capitalise on this and save the artillery for this final objective, which Stratswitz knows is defended. So we'll just check if I can find a pair of binoculars anywhere. Okay, still got on-map mortars to call in. A lot of out of contacts. Wow, 38 rounds left and still 11-minute firing, which must be really, really light. Yeah, yeah, looking at this artillery level and knowing he's got one objective left, I'd be cancelling these immediately and doing just a charge across here. You know the tanks are out of action. When he knows he's got a Panzer IV back here, he knows any remaining tanks are pulled back here. But there's plenty of avenues here, like just for this platoon, say, to race directly into the fray. There's no way any armour back here could move to impact these in the short term. You'd have plenty of warning if they did. So yeah, I'd be attacking right about now. Okay, then we'll switch back for the next turn and Dutch Grenadier. Time for the next turn. There goes another building. Still an aircraft circling overhead. Stratswitz hasn't turned that off. But yeah, these guys are slowly getting pinged down. I think they've just lost an MG42 there. Still no signs of an attack by Stratswitz. There you go, I'm wrong again. Aircraft. Yeah, same thing as before, going after a non-burning destroyed tank. Still thinks it's alive from the air. Does manage to take out, let's back that up, does manage to take out yep, still does manage to take out 2 of the crew. Not a good day to be a tank crewman. But we do have Americans scattered this far ahead. I missed that actually, watching it from Stratswitz's turn. It looks like they're under fire. So we know the range of the guns. It looks like we've got an MG42 set up, so yeah, definitely time to clean up this objective here with the armour and push on forward. Wouldn't want to be charging that head on, that's for sure. Okay then, we'll switch over to Stratswitz and see that from his viewpoint. Okay, here we go again. So it looks like we're pulling those guys back a bit. Just off the crest there. Meanwhile, I did notice when I was reviewing this turn, these guys do open up at some infantry at the back here. There we go, see some Germans in that second story up there. Isn't that beautiful scenery at the back there? Lots of burning vehicles, lots of smoke floating up in the air. Taking some return fire. Okay. Meanwhile, it looks like we got some movement over here. More smoke, but these guys are still pushing down using whatever concealment they can get. A lot of open ground over here, I must admit, so you can see why Stratswitz being a little bit cautious there. Oh, got a casualty here, I missed this. Let's see what happened over here. Sounds like MG fire. So, yep, from that building in the back there, that's who can they see? Oh, they can see an MP44. If I can back up, there you go. So they can see an MP44. So he's doing some damage. Oh well, just to give you an indication about how long it takes for this to occur. I mean, the last recordings I do them in spurts in bulk, and basically it was a few months ago when I did the last one, and since then, I mean, Red Thunder was announced, sorry, and also further details are spilled out about that one. Changes to the artillery commands, for instance, off-map support use, all very, very interesting. One thing that would have been really good to see in action for this big battle would have been the hit decal option. When I first read that, I went, oh, that sounds interesting. Didn't really think it was going to be anything big until I saw it in action on the Twitch TV channel that Chris Normal Dude has set up. So big shout out to him. It's been very, very interesting watching those battles unfold. But anyway, yeah, those hit decals, that's really going to be a game changer. You can really pinpoint, even if you don't see the enemy contact that takes your tank out or is pinging your vehicles, you'll be able to see which direction it's coming from at least. So really big gameplay changer there, I think. But anyway, that's delivery 4 minutes away. Okay, so we've still got artillery. There's no let up yet on that artillery missions. I guess the odd loss of soldiers over here is causing Stratswitz to always double think, but he is moving up these infantry here, so he's got at least a platoon up here. Maybe he wants to flank into town with a platoon, maybe, I don't know. That could be at least get a bit of a toehold in that village, draw some fire onto them while he moves up another platoon, maybe. Only thinking out loud here. But anyway, well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to push on. So we'll go back to Dutch Grenadier in the next turn. Okay, here we are with the next turn and Dutch Grenadier. And the biggest thing I noticed is this. So the last two remaining Panzer IVs, last two remaining German armour on the entire map, they're pulling out. They're out of this objective. They're heading back towards the remaining German forces. And looks like the infantry's staying put. They're not going to go anywhere, but they've now lost all support. So you imagine the poor faces of these poor pixel trooping, and they see their Panzer IVs disappear. I'm sure a few expletives and angry fists are being shaken right now. That is, if the German troops decide to stick their heads up between this artillery fire, which is not letting up. Oh, there goes that building. So, yeah, that should be the... And we do know that Stratzwitz, even Dutchman from Dutch Grenadiers' point of view, he knows that Stratzwitz has to know he's moving his tanks out. Yeah, they spotted some infantry before as they moved past these trees, that little recon team. One other thing I did notice as well, I want to back up to the start, is I saw some really strange fire coming up at the back here. This Sherman's moving. And immediately gets pinged. Okay, so we've got an armoured car pinging this Sherman. Not doing any real damage. But it's only a 20mm armoured car. I think it's firing... Yep, just firing its main 20mm gun. No real chance of knocking it out. Just rattling the crew, but that could be an armoured thrust that Stratzwitz is planning. So certainly, basically circling around both flanks of this this tree line in a bit of a crescent moon shape. But yeah, with those Panzer IVs bucking out, I think it's definitely time to do that attack. And I'm just looking at the timer. I mean, 53 minutes. You want to try and wrap that up. I think I mentioned this in a previous video a few months ago, but you want to wrap that up quickly and have as much time as you can to take out this even much larger town and secure that objective. So, interesting times ahead. We'll switch over now to Stratzwitz and the Americans. Okay, here we go again. Time for the turn from Stratzwitz's point of view. 57mm gun can't see anything. The troops are hiding. There's the 20mm rounds flying off the vehicle into the surrounds. This crew got a little bit lucky. Let's back that up. I saw something when I was reviewing it. Pinged. So the gunner is aiming. He's got... Okay. So the gunner is aiming. He's ready to take a shot. Let him at... He's saying, let me at him. Meanwhile, the driver has other ideas and has been pulling back. So that's a real shame. Could have been an easy kill for Stratzwitz there. Sure, there's going to be a next turn though. And looks like we've got the odd casualty here. Oh, this is interesting. This is something we didn't pick up from looking at from Dutch Grenadiers' point of view. We've got the Panzer IVs moving out, which we know. Stratzwitz knows that. And basically we've also got this platoon here moving up towards the final objective. So he may be wanting to start a bit of a fire position along these trees, maybe. Even just maybe over here. Catch any more further troops retreating across to the final objective the Germans want to hold. We'll have to wait and see. Also, we've got a lot of movement over here, I think. Let's have a look. I am trying to use the keyboard a lot more, but I am a traditional mouse user, so bear with us. But yeah, we've got some vehicle movements here. Got to know where that Sherman's going. Going the wrong way, buddy. At least that's the one that's still a bit scared from being hit before. But yeah, definitely some movement over here. I hear an aircraft, which I didn't hear before from Stratzwitz's turn. Is that an aircraft? No, it's not. No. My mistake. And I want to see exactly what that fire mission is. Preparing... So we've got another fire mission coming in back there. That's an interesting one. Why does Stratos want to set another fire mission back there? He must know it's clear by now. Well, could be a little bit of a break for Dutch Grenadier in this time of need. I don't know, I'm going to find that forward observer. Just had one too. Okay, the aircraft still got some 50 cal left, but he has finished his mission for the moment. Another 11-minute call-in time. So, it'll be a while till we see him flying around again. Okay. So, I think that's all we can see at the moment. Be interested where these guys go and where they stop. Maybe these guys are going to push on. You'd think so, but we'll have to wait and see. I'll see you again real soon. Here we are with the next turn. And it looks like these Panzer IVs are making the mad dash. Immediately spot this lone soldier. Oh, looks like it's grenade time. For their troubles, they get cut down immediately. Oh, bazooka round. Let's back that up a little bit. Oof. Yeah, a little bit off target there. You don't see that every day. Ow. Yeah, that's not good. I'll back that one up again. Sorry. Try that again. Yep, didn't stand a chance. Still wounded in action though. Very, very lucky. Meanwhile, I've got a Sherman giving chase. If that Sherman gets to that tree line, oh, it is a bit of a hill though, it'd be a bit of a stretch, but no, I don't think. Yep, don't think those Panzer IVs are going to get away. But yeah, the Sherman, if the Sherman goes right to here, say, may manage to get one of these guys in the back. Nice easy kill. But Stratswitz has no idea what type of anti-tank guns are over here. It'll be very, very risky for him, but he does have the Shermans to spare. Okay, in the town here, let's have a look. Yeah, they're slowly getting whittled down still, nothing that special. And yep, they can just eye off all these vehicles coming towards them. So other than that, not much to report on. Nothing much has changed. Okay then, we'll switch over to Stratswitz to see. Okay, here we go, we're back. Let's have a look what's going on. So there's a retreating Panzer IVs. Oh, what's this? Looks like we've got a very fast moving M10. There's that poor little team that's about to get smashed to little bits. But it looks like we've got a very fast M10 here trying to get up to engage those Panzer IVs in the flank or the rear. There comes the there's that Sherman. Yeah, quite a bit of movement, but we do have some retreats going on here. That's interesting. At M10, okay, spots a Panzer IV from that position. He's aiming. This is going to be interesting next turn to see what happens. Doesn't get the tank. There's probably going to be a few free shots and some Opel Blitzers back here. And they're going to be really dead, but I think they're already abandoned. They're just going to be target practice with the M10. We'll also give away his position though. Okay, nothing much else it looks like. So the action's died down a little bit again, but I want to see why those half tracks are retreating. Am I in the right spot? Yeah, something happened over here. Okay, I have no idea why that's happening. It must be a move order. It's not spooked. Very, very interesting. I'm not too sure what causes that. Yeah, actually it does look like a move order. Okay, we'll have to see in the next few turns what that's all about. We'll switch over to Dutch Grenadier and see if that Panzer IV survives. Welcome back to the next turn. Does the Panzer IV live? Looks like it does, but so poor Open Blitz doesn't. So it looks like you got a shot at a tank or you got a shot at a truck and it goes to the truck. That's a very interesting choice. Well, there's more rounds, but it looks like they're flying a little bit too high. Oh, we got some action over here. So we've got another M10 it looks like. It's getting shot by something. But unfortunately this armor car doesn't last long. And apologies again to people with headphones on. That even hurt my ears. It's still getting pinged by something. Oh, there goes another one. That was being pinged by this armoured car. That's a 50mm car too. So let's back that up. .50mm gun, and he gets a bit of a glancing hit there. So there goes his buddy. Headphone warning coming up. Pinged again. Smack in the front, burning, everybody's gone. Yep, don't ever mess with a tank destroyer. In truth though, I must admit, I think best thing to take out tank destroyers if you can do it is probably infantry. That's my experience anyway. Good bazooka or Panzer Schreck does the job just really, really well. Okay. Looks like we lost another building, I think. It could have been actually from last turn. He's running for it. It's funny, I think the RT mission has stopped though. So it has been cancelled. No, it hasn't. Speak of the devil. It was just taking a breather. But that's incredibly light now. Smack onto that building. Ah, well. Meanwhile, this is something interesting I knew you saw over here. This has got to be the most elaborate setup. We'll just back up. This is the last surviving little HQ platoon. It's been holding down the left flank valiantly from this tree line. Now, just play it. Immediately comes under fire. MMG set up in this building over here, and we do know from the American side they're about, what, half platoon of infantry are sitting right here ready to go, so For 3 little guys, you got a MMG and a half platoon of riflemen to take them out. That's not very good odds if you're German. Okay, on that little note, we'll switch over to Stratzwitz and watch out from his point of view. Okay, here we go with Stratzwitz's turn. It's going to be a tale of 2 M10s, I think, this turn. It does have eyes on the Panzer IV, but even when it's got eyes on it, says, "Nah, I'm going for the stationary truck at the back." So there we go. It's going for the trucks. I think it's a nice juicy target. You can see a truck back here with infantry in it by the looks of it. Or no, close by. So that could be another prime target later on. Meanwhile, we'll go over here and watch the turn from this M10. Get some trees off for a moment. So yeah, looks like it's getting a few shots. Oh, bounces off into the tree. That's really quite lucky for the crew, actually, being an open-top vehicle. So there goes that first one. Lines up the second. Always do like... There we go. But anyway, I always like seeing those shots reflect off the armour and where they land. I mean, I've played this game long enough. I've been on the receiving end of where those shots land before. It's no fun. But definitely is very interesting to see. So I wonder if, yeah, that's a very, very open area now for the Americans. It's another point. All this supporting company here. I think it's a support company. 4th platoon, F company. Yeah, so we've got F company back here. I mean, if F company want to do a big sweeping flanking attack here, that would definitely be possible now, I think. Based on what we know, again, on both sides of the fence. And once again, yep, Stratzwitz is still proving me wrong. There's no signs of an attack here. Just double check those fire emissions. And there we go. Spotting, it looks like he's going to let them run down. So he's going to let them fire all their ammunition and have nothing left over for that final objective unless he thinks the aircraft can be enough. Aircraft still on standby. There we go. But yeah, we've got some movement here, but it's still nothing spectacular. So we'll switch again for the last time over to Dutch Grenadier for this part of the video. Okay, for the last time, this part of the video series is Stratzwitz. Sorry, not Stratzwitz, Dutch Grenadier. I'll get them right eventually. So we've still got some fire coming in here. M10's pulling back, we can see. Where are these Panzer IVs going? Probably senses there's a big open area to his rear. So it looks like that's what he's doing, setting up at least one of the Panzer IVs there. Surprised this tank hasn't turned around quickly. This looks like a bit of an infantry killing field, actually. If I was Dutch Grenadier, I would be setting everything up right now and wait for the inevitable assault. Unless the Panzer IV is going to go hunting for that M10. That could be a possibility. But I'm just looking for the first time, really looking at this area. Lots of nice avenues here for short range ambushes. You're at the main street, obviously, but I'm just looking at this little farm yard area, I guess we can call it, maybe. Barn area. You track them in, really open up on them in the open courtyard there. And then back here as well, you could really threaten this objective area from all around. So, yeah, that's why I'm very surprised Stratzwitz has been lobbing all that artillery on that one objective. I would have been calling it off months ago and basically saving it for this here, because that's really going to need some high explosives to dig some Germans out, I think. Oh, looks like we lost someone over here. We'll go over and have a look at this little little what we're going to call it, the most basic plan of attack ever. Ooh. Oh, looks like the infantry had... Oh, finally gets one. Gets the forward observer of all people. That was the MMG that got him. Meanwhile, this is interesting. We've got one guy giving buddy aid and his buddy laying down covering fire. So yeah, just mind my back and I'll tend to this poor wounded bloke. So the Americans obviously don't think this German contact's much of a threat. Probably quite rightly so. And on that note, we'll switch over to Stratzwitz and see the final turn from his point of view. Okay, here we go with Stratzwitz's last turn. And looks like we're finally seeing some form of attack. Got platoon of half-tracks moving up. The rest of this platoon's moving forward to join their buddies on the other side of the road. Not really sure what these guys are firing at.
Roger. Fire for effect.
Just sitting there wasting ammo by the looks of it. Bit of afternoon target practice maybe, I don't know. Nothing much else though is happening. Just some slight movement. So on that bit of a dull note, we'll end the last turn for this part of the video series. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll keep recording, be more up real soon. In the meantime, like, subscribe, share with all your friends, and look forward to seeing you again real soon. Take it easy.